What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we're going to be going over the huge recruiting weekend that Michigan had. They hosted multiple recruits on official visits. They also came away with a commitment, and they also potentially could lead with a couple recruits now coming out of the weekend as we talk about big recruits like the 5-star offensive tackle Andrew Babalola, 4-star cornerback flip target Shamari Earls, and plenty more. Plus, Semaj Morgan officially changes his jersey number, and Tyler Morris talks about his confidence going into the 2024 season. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start this video by talking about some recruiting news, and it was another big weekend for Michigan. They hosted multiple recruits on official visits. They also came away with a commitment from the 2025 3-star running back Jasper Parker, who seems to be a very underrated back in the 2025 class. Made a video about him yesterday if you guys missed that. Then obviously Michigan also landed the top 100 safety Kainoa Winston on Friday, but Jasper Parker, he was an official visitor over the weekend. Tony Elfer, the Michigan coaching staff, sealed the deal and landed a commitment from him. But Michigan, they also hosted the 5-star offensive tackle Andrew Babalola, 4-star safety JaDon Blair, 4-star offensive lineman Ale Kalaniuvalu, 3-star wide receiver Philip Wright, 3-star wide receiver Sean Terry, and also Michigan hosted the 4-star cornerback current South Carolina commit Shamari Earls on an unofficial visit this weekend, which was a big time visit for defensive backs coach Semaj Morgan and the Michigan coaching staff. So let's go ahead and actually start with that one on Shamari Earls. He's a 4-star top 100 cornerback on 24/7 Sports rankings. He's from the state of Virginia, and he did commit to South Carolina in April. However, Michigan and Georgia have been the two going after him, but it does seem Michigan made a huge impression on him during his visit. We have talked about it recently. Defensive backs coach Semaj Morgan has been one of, if not the best recruiter on this Michigan coaching staff so far. He already got a commitment from the top 100 safety and defensive back Kainoa Winston, now trying to land a top 100 cornerback and flip him from South Carolina. But Shamari Earls did talk to E.G. Holland of the Wolverine. He said his visit was amazing. I'm already close to the whole staff. Got to hang out with Coach Sharon Moore, Semaj Morgan, and Wink Martindale. He said the campus is beautiful. It's huge. It's one of the best I've seen, hands down. He also said the food was amazing. He also said that, with a lot of head coaches, you can feel intimidation. I never felt that with Coach Moore. I felt welcomed. He said they treat you like family at Michigan. And he also said that he thinks he would fit in perfect on the defense. Coach Semaj Morgan told him that he expects him to take over Will Johnson's spot, and he did say that he wants to take on that role. That defense is set up for turnovers and success, and he said Michigan set the bar really high, so a good visit for Shamari Earls in Michigan right there in it. Would be absolutely huge to land him. And hey, Semaj Morgan telling him that he could replace Will Johnson is definitely a good selling point, that is for sure. And I also wanted to talk about the 2025 5-star offensive tackle Andrew Babalola from the state of Kansas. And according to Steve Andrew Babalola told him that it was great in Ann Arbor this weekend. What excites me about the program is the sustained success of the place and the vision for the future. They have great development all around, and Steve Lorenz of the Michigan Insider also did say that it is clear it is a 2-team race between Michigan and Stanford right now to land Andrew Babalola, and they believe to expect a decision from him sometime after the upcoming official visit to Oklahoma. So Michigan, they're still in this recruitment, but right now it does seem like Stanford is leading. However, they have definitely given Andrew Babalola something to think about. So Michigan also hosted the 2025 4-star safety JaDon Blair from the state of North Carolina. Now, right now in JaDon Blair's recruitment, it seems to be between Michigan and Notre Dame. He recently took an official visit to Notre Dame, and obviously Michigan this past weekend. And according to E.J. Holland of the Wolverine, he said that Blair really enjoyed immersing himself in the culture at Michigan. And he said fit was really important for him going into the weekend, and he thinks he was able to envision himself there as a student and a player. He'd say that the thing that will probably separate them is having that feeling of this is where I want to be. But right now it does appear Notre Dame does lead, but Michigan again gave him something to think about and his family as well. So and Michigan was set to host the 4-star wide receiver Quincy Porter. However, he committed to Ohio State and canceled his official visit to Michigan this past weekend, so it does suck to lose him, but it's going to be tough to land him either way. But Michigan did host 2 3-star wide receivers this weekend. First one is Philip Wright. He's from the state of Louisiana, which Michigan did just land Jasper Parker. He's from the state of Louisiana, so maybe that could help Michigan land Philip Wright. But he's supposed to be a very speedy receiver. It appears Michigan is right now a top contender in his recruitment. So is Georgia and Georgia Tech, as well as Baylor. According to E.J. Holland of the Wolverine, he said that he was very close in putting in an on-3 prediction in favor for Michigan. He said Michigan may have the edge coming out of the weekend. So Michigan also hosted the 3-star receiver Sean Terry from the state of Ohio. He's another 5'10", smaller receiver, but he's another one that Michigan is in contention with. And according to the recruiting prediction machine, Michigan leads with a 30.8% chance right now. The last guy we haven't talked about is the 4-star Bishop Gorman offensive lineman Ale Kalaniuvalu. This is one Michigan is in contention with. In Michigan, they continue to be a contender and a top school in his recruitment. He has also taken official visits to Nebraska, USC, and Utah following his official visit to Michigan. So those are the teams that Michigan will have to beat out. And obviously, Kalaniuvalu is one of 3 Bishop Gorman offensive linemen Michigan is going after. That's a little bit on how all of the official visits or unofficial visits as well went over the weekend for Michigan. Another big recruiting weekend and another big one coming up, especially this weekend. It should be the biggest official visit weekend coming for Michigan. But I did want to talk about Michigan wide receiver Semaj Morgan officially changing his jersey number from 82 to number 0, which we did talk about in a video last week as he held an event for the Semaj J. Morgan Foundation on Saturday that honored fathers in the area who have lost children to gun violence, and that is also where he announced his jersey number change. So very cool there. And speaking of Michigan wide receivers, according to Clayton Sayfie of the Wolverine, Tyler Morris, he talked about that Rose Bowl touchdown he had, how that boosts his confidence. He does live with 2 classmates out of Will Johnson and Colston Loveland. They frequently, watch replays of the Rose Bowl. He said after the Rose Bowl, I would walk downstairs a lot and the game would just be on, so it was getting played over and over again. He said I definitely needed it in that time. It was something that I did, and you kind of reassure yourself that I can do it. And it was on the biggest stage, so just being confident. Confidence is everything. And talking about this upcoming team, he said I think it's just us wanting to prove ourselves right because we believe who we are and we have that opinion on ourselves, but unless you go out and do it, it doesn't really matter. Michigan junior receiver Tyler Morris going to have a big year and should be a leader for this Michigan offense. He is the guy with the most experience in this Michigan offense in the wide receiver room. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.